So are you currently going through a hair growth plateau, wondering how you can get out of this and actually grow your natural hair? In today's video, I'll be talking to you, giving you lots of tips of how to get out of the hair growth plateau. Let's get into today's video. Welcome and welcome back to all my new and returning subscribers. I really appreciate each and every one of you stopping by my channel and checking out my channel. What is a hair growth plateau, I hear you ask? It's when your hair does not seem like it's growing. It's just probably staying at the same length. Sometimes it's breaking a little. So in that way, you're not seeing very much progress on your natural hair. In today's video, hopefully these tips will get you out of your hair growth plateau. So the very first tip is to protective style. If you've been watching my channel for the last year or two, you will see I've been heavily focused on protective style. I'm able to measure week by week how much growth I'm getting. I know that that growth is staying on because my hair stays in that protective style for over 8 weeks. So if you're currently not protective styling your hair, the main way you're going to get out of your hair growth plateau is to actually protective style your hair. When I talk about protective styling my natural hair, I talk about using my own natural hair, mainly or styles that do not give me lots of tension on my natural hair. For that, I use a mini twist, I use mini braids, I use cornrows to grow my natural hair. You can successfully add things on top of those protective style and still achieve a lot of growth, especially in 2024 if that is your goal to get to waist length, shoulder length, or any one of your natural hair goals. So consider protective styling if you're currently in a hair growth plateau and thinking my hair is not growing. The next one is moisture. If you know about my channel, you know that I put water on my hair anytime it feels dry. You don't have to oversaturate your natural hair. You can just literally have some moisture on hand via Esca or any homemade DIY hair spritz, anything with a bit of glycerin in there if you are high porosity, just to make sure that your hair is not dry. If your hair is dry, I guarantee that it will be breaking. Moisturizing your natural hair 1 to 2 times per week is usually enough to keep that in, but make sure that when you are moisturizing your natural hair that you do also seal that in with either some oil or grease. I use grease to seal my hair in and my hair stays moisturized for a day. So make sure you stay on top of your moisturizing game in order to get out of that hair growth plateau. The next thing is to have the right conditioner on hand. Conditioner will also help. I use Hello Hydration by Herbal Essences to moisturize my hair. I also use it as a deep conditioner, and I also use a bit as leave-in from time to time. It's a really good conditioner, inexpensive conditioner that can help you to get out of your hair growth plateau. If one of the reasons why your natural hair is not growing is because you do not condition it enough. Remember, hair needs to stay soft in order not to break. So invest in a good conditioner. And in this case, with the price that it is, you can buy lots of it. The next one is about washing, detangling, and deep conditioning your natural hair in order to get out of the hair growth plateau. The main thing with washing your natural hair is to make sure that your scalp is clean. The base of where you are growing your natural hair is clean. If your scalp is dirty, if it's got dandruff, any debris or so, it will not grow. So make sure that your scalp is clean, but try not to overwash your hair. So I go on to talk about overwashing because you can actually damage your hair. You can strip it of all this natural moisture, its oils, by overwashing your hair. The way you wash your hair is also important. So you're probably in a hair growth plateau because you're combing your hair each time you're washing it. You're handling it a certain way. So when I wash my natural hair, I plait it up in probably 4 or so, making sure I have access to my scalp, but also making sure that the length of my hair is not over manipulated. Because wash day is when we're doing so much processes to our natural hair, we can actually cause damage by trying to clean it in order to grow it. So we are being counterproductive. So make sure on your wash day, you actually plait your hair out and then get access to your scalp, wash the length of your hair, rinse it very well, and actually keep that styling if you can. If you're going to re-braid it or retwist it, then fair enough. But make sure that you're not also combing through your hair too much. When taking your natural hair out of a protective style, pre-poo with conditioner before washing, I strongly recommend you use olive oil or any sort of cheap oil like that. Detangle gently, section by section. Wash your hair twice with a clarifying shampoo, focusing on the roots if needs be. Water it down if needs be as well. Deep condition your hair with oils and proteins. You can add shea butter to your hair once it is finished as well. If you don't like any of the grease or the oils that I suggest, shea butter is also okay to use on your natural hair. But make sure that when you're washing, detangling, and deep conditioning your hair, you're doing it the right way. I have tons of videos on my channel about growing your natural hair. If this is your first video hair, check out the playlist section with plenty more ways to grow your natural hair. If you're on a hair growth plateau, this is not my first hair growth plateau video by any means, so you'll find plenty of tips also in that video. So once again, go and check that out. So you're probably also in a hair growth plateau because you're trimming your hair too much and not dusting. When I dust my hair, it's just a small amount of hair that comes out on that scissor. So you want to make sure, and also you can actually ditch your scissors for some shears. Make sure that you're not cutting your hair too often, or your plateau could simply be down to the fact that you're cutting off all of the progress that you are growing on your natural hair. Remember, you don't have to be in a hair growth plateau. Protective styling your natural hair, washing it and detangling it in the right way, and actually looking at your current practice. Perhaps you want to journal what you're doing currently to your natural hair to actually see where you are going wrong. You're probably doing all the right stuff, but probably doing too much of it as well. So I also recommend you writing down where you are currently at with your natural hair. Once again, you do not need to trim your hair too much. You can actually dust it to get rid of split ends and so on. Trim or dust your ends every 4 months or so to remove split ends and prevent further breakage. When you're washing your natural hair in a style, a protective style, focus on the roots and the scalp. Also use a regular conditioner and shampoo, and try not to over moisturize your hair, over strip your hair with that shampoo and conditioner. When you are refreshing your braids, for example, you've been in braids for a few weeks, try to refresh the edges of the braids, redoing the fronts, moisturizing that section and rebraiding it. Use gels, mousse and edge control in small amounts, and make sure that those products are not damaging your hair when you are trying to refresh your protective style. That could be a reason why you are in a hair growth plateau. For overall health, make sure that you're taking your vitamins, drinking enough water, eating healthily and exercising, as these all help to get you out of that hair growth plateau. One of the best ways to grow your natural hair is to minimize stress. Try not to get involved in everything that's going on and focus on you a bit. Self-care is an important step of our natural hair journey, and washing your hair in the right way, moisturizing your hair, will help to nourish it inside out. Remember, if you're trying to grow your natural hair in 2024, SimplyShev, Grow with Shev is the channel for you. I have plenty of playlists on my channel helping you to do that. So check out the playlist section. Hit the subscribe button if you've not done so, and also hit the notification bell so that you know when I post videos. Plenty of content coming up in 2024. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next video. Take care.